This custom bezel right here was only 30 bucks and about a few hours of work. If you want to see how I did this, man, watch the video. Alright guys, we're going to be fixing this busted up lower dash on this 95 Impala SS. Everything looks alright. Except right here, where I bought the car, somebody forced this double din in. I mean, I got all the plastics, like the ones that go right here and stuff. But I'm gonna try to make one of those double din bezels. Let's see how it goes. Wish me luck. First, we're gonna remove this stereo, radio, whatever you guys call it. And then we're gonna remove the dash. And I'm gonna take it inside the garage and see what we could do. All right, guys, I took it off already, the lower dash. As you could see, I mean, if you don't know how to take it off, there's videos on YouTube how to do it. Mine was fairly simple. Some are a little bit different. This is my little bench right here that I built. We're gonna be working right here today. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna measure the, I don't know what you call it, the mounting bracket of this thing, of the radio. And I'm gonna see how much space we have left. And I'm gonna see if I can make it out of wood, since I have that little bandsaw. It's my new little addition. Go ahead and see what I could do. Let me get some measurements. All right, guys, I got a piece of cardboard and I cut it 10 inches across and 8 inches from the top to the bottom. And I just started trimming it to fit like those brackets right there, to catch like that screw hole right behind here. If you can see it, but that was broken. But over here it has it right there. And I was a little short. I was supposed to have done it 10 by 9, but I kind of got the shape of it. I just started trimming. So this is going to be the bezel, or actually the thing that holds, I guess the frame you'll call it. I don't know. I'm just copying that the etches design. I just been looking at the videos and referencing it. But this is basically how it's made. But theirs is made out of aluminum. I think I'm gonna make mine out of wood or fiberglass. But that's how it looks right now. Take it back to the drawing board and see where we go from there. All right, I transferred that design onto the this board right here. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like a cardboard or I think it's a wood or pixel board or whatever. It's about a little bit less than a 1/4 inch thick. And I added that 1 inch in the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and use this thing to cut it out. But you could just use whatever you got. All right, guys, I got it cut out. See, I even made a little hole for a pin, a plastic pin. That's how it's looking. So a screw goes there, one goes here, and another goes right there. That will hold that plate in. Right now it's just temped in. And then now I got to measure the radio cutout and the AC controller cutout. So originally the radio goes down here and the AC controls go up here. I'm just gonna switch them. So I got to measure those out, square it up, and cut those out. So let me cut y'all back. All right, so here's the radio. And we're gonna measure just the basket so it can go in. So the basket is 7 1/16 height. We'll call it millimeters or whatever, centimeters. 4.5. So we'll just transfer those. We'll find the center point and we'll measure out from there. And then the AC controllers, I actually wrote it down right here. 8 1/4 by 2.5 in height. So the same thing, I'm gonna measure the center and measure out. All right, guys, here it is. Measured all up. I don't know if you can see the lines, but made it as straight as possible. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut it out with the jigsaw. These are my pilot holes already in each corner. I'm gonna cut your back once I cut it. Okay, I cut the top piece off for the radio. put that little basket in or whatever you call it, that mounting basket. Now it's time to cut the bottom one for the AC controls. All right, guys, I got it all cut out, but look what happened. Had a little blooper here, but I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna go ahead and use this fiberglass resin right here. And I got some fiberglass matting. I might as well just fiberglass the whole thing, just so it could be extra strong. I test fitted it already, and it's gonna look, it fits pretty good. So it's not absolutely perfectly square, but this is just the bezel. It's just gonna, you're not gonna, this is not the finished product. You're not gonna see it. This is just the mounting hardware. So let me go ahead and put some resin on it, and while it dries, I'm gonna go ahead and cut up the dash bezel. Let me cut your back. There it is, guys. I already put the epoxy over, some fiberglass matting, then fiberglass resin again. So, I mean, it's not epoxy. Did I say epoxy and fiberglass resin? This liquid resin with a few drops of this mixed up. Took care of that. Now we're gonna cut the bezel. For this, I'm gonna use the Dremel with the little, I don't know if you can see it, the little cutout wheel. I'm gonna go ahead and just outline this little indentation, if you can see it right there. I have a little cut right there, but I'll fiberglass that too. So let me go ahead and cut this out, and I'll cut your back. Right there, it's all cut out already. Now it's time to make the bezel that goes on there. Let me get the measurements. Then I'm gonna make like a cardboard template. This is how the bracket's looking after I fiberglassed it. Nice and sturdy now. It's not broken anymore. I actually ended up doing this bezel trace out with a piece of paper. So it's gonna feel like that. I'm gonna do the cutouts so it can line up with the radio and the AC controls. I'm gonna install this and I'll cut you back. There it is. I got the thing in already. I got the controls in. Now I'm gonna make the bezel to line up. So I measured it already with the straight edge. So I got my measurements already. See, there's a little gap right here. I just gotta put a spacer back there so I can push this side out a little bit. But so far so good. All right, I got the radio in temporarily. I made this little cutout for the bezel. It's gonna be like that. See a little gap right there, so I'll make it a little bit wider up here. Down here, it's pretty good. Now I know my adjustments. Now I gotta make it about a 1/4 inch wider up here. And it's solid too, man. It ain't going nowhere. Redo this, and I'm gonna transfer it onto the board, and then I'll come and test fit it again. Okay, guys, I got it drawn up. Just for reference, it's about 9. It's exactly 9 inches across, and 8 1/8. And then the cutout for my stereo is about 6 3/4 by about 3 3/4, a little bit over 3 3/4. It's the AC controls. So that way you guys kind of get an idea. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this out, and I'll cut your back. All right, guys, I got it cut out right here. That's how it's gonna be. Got it raining out here, man. It's been raining for like 3 days straight out here in San Antonio. All right, but that's how it's looking right there. But it's gonna be, it's like the side is rough. It's gonna be like the smooth side, like this. Then I'm gonna add some texture spray and then paint it black to try to match it with this finish right here. Let me go ahead and do the cutouts. And then I'll sand it down and I'll test fit it so y'all can see it. All right, I got that bezel in already, test fitting it. Pretty damn good. Cuts are a little off right there. Just need to sand it, fill in these little holes where I passed it up. And then I think I'm gonna put this face plate right over. I'll figure it out how so it can look good. But now it's time to attach this to the actual bezel. I'm gonna fiberglass it from the back and smooth it all up. And then that should be it. So let me cut y'all back right now. I'm gonna take this dash off, take it inside the garage. All right, I got it upside down right here. Got these little clamps holding it. I'm gonna mix up some resin, put some fiberglass, let it sit probably overnight. Fix these right here. These little cracks, there's no one over here. I'll go ahead and fix that as well. I'll cut you back on once I get it all mixed. I got it tacked in with some hot glue, and I actually tried to use the fiberglass resin, but I ain't gonna lie, it didn't work, man. I had to clean it all up. It was like too watery, I guess, so it was like seeping through. It wasn't holding. So I got this epoxy clear, sets in 5 minutes. I'm gonna go ahead and mix this up and see if this works better. I'm just gonna put it all around the edges. Let me mix it up and I'll cut you back. Put all the epoxy on already. Over here too, this little piece was broken. I put some epoxy. I'm just gonna let it dry overnight and see how it looks in the morning. All right, guys, it's the next day and you can see it stopped raining. Now this is the lower dash right here. It's already all glued up. I got some epoxy right here, so I was just sanding it down. I'm gonna fill it with some body filler right here so it can look all one piece right here. See right there's like a gap. Over here's a little gap. Little overcut right there. I'm just gonna fill that. Then I'm gonna sand it. Then I'm gonna go ahead and add some of this texture spray. This bed liner. And then I'm gonna spray it with some flat black or satin black. Let me get this mixed up. Let me add some of this and then I'll let it dry. Cut you back. All right, guys. I went ahead and smoothed it out already. I put like 2 layers of Bondo, then this little spot putty. Smoothed it out. So this is like a one-piece looking deal. It's pretty good. Now go ahead and clean all this up. Wash it down, tape it up, and throw my texture. So let me go ahead and do that. I would record the whole process like I used to, but the things I can't find my phone stand. So believe me, it is a lot of work. This is the second day. Let me cut y'all back. All right, guys, I got it taped up already and prepped. I did a little sample over here. I sprayed the texture. So that way I know how much to give it. So this is the one I'm using right here. Truck bed liner. So I'm gonna give it a little quick spray over here. So just quick spray. All right, guys, I kind of messed up. I put the coat too heavy and I messed it up right here. You see, sanded it down already. Just letting y'all know, players mess up too, man. Come on. And see how it's not completely straight. You can see like a little squiggly line, like it's not completely straight, but I got something that I have an idea for that. That's how it's looking so far. I'm giving another coat of the texture. Then we'll do the coat of the actual paint. Cut y'all back. All right, guys, I got it sanded down. Put another coat on. Now it's time to paint it with this Rust-Oleum Satin Black. Give it a few light coats. That's how it's looking so far, guys. Not bad. I'm about to throw it in the car, see how it looks. May need to sand it down a little bit. But I cut your background. I'm about to put it in the car. And there we have it, guys. Sheesh, not bad. Just need to adjust it a little bit, but maybe just move the controllers up like a half an inch. Gotta put the vents back in. But overall, not bad. And I think these little pieces of wood, I had them already laying. The texture was like $18. The paint was like $6. The Bondo fiberglass stuff, I already had all that. All the epoxy was like $6. So all in all, it's like $25-$30 to build this, and some time and sanding. And it's not really the money that I'm worried about. I just wanted to be a little different, make it look like seamless. Like right here, this is all one piece right here. See, my paint was a little off because I'm gonna paint this later on the lower dash gray. Gotta order it. But the only, see how, like, to me this looks factory right here. I was like cut like right there, but down here it's all one piece. It's not overlaid right here. This is fiberglassed in and bondoed in. I may put something right here that says like Impala or something, the plate. Maybe change these to billet later on. But to me, I think it looks pretty good. Let me know what y'all think. Did I mess it all up? I keep touching it because I like the way it's like textured. I want to make sure it's even. Because some spots were smooth, so I sanded them down. I mean, some spots were too rough, so I sanded them down. And I was just trying to make it look more like uniform. But yeah, let me know what y'all think. I'm about to set up this Pioneer up. Yeah, guys, it's gonna wrap up this video, man. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know what you guys want to see me do next. I don't really got much plans for that 95. Maybe just some sounds, maybe something light, nothing too crazy. Cause it's just gonna be like a cruiser. Clean up the carpet. Add like a 4-channel amp or something, cause the sound's not really that loud right now. Just comment down below. Let me know what y'all want to see me do next. Anyways, peace.